Okay, let's talk about something tricky. You've spent years building an amazing career. You've got senior level experience, you've seen it all, you've got the wins to prove it. But now, you're looking at a mid-level role, and all that experience, it suddenly feels more like a problem than a plus. Today, we are going to break down how to flip that script and turn what they see as a liability into your biggest asset.
It is so frustrating, right? You know you can crush this job, no problem. But for some reason, the phone just isn't ringing. It almost feels like you're being punished for being too good. Well, you're not imagining things, and you're definitely not alone. It all boils down to one simple thing: perception.
So, to get past this hurdle, we have to get inside their heads. We need to understand the problem from the hiring manager's point of view. It's not that they don't think you're impressive, it's that your impressiveness actually makes them nervous. Let's dive into that mindset.
You know, the key word here is perception. This isn't about who you actually are. It's about the story that a hiring manager creates in their head when they see your resume. They see those senior titles, and immediately this checklist of potential problems starts running. Our job is to get in there and rewrite that story before they even finish reading it.
So what exactly are those fears? What are the specific worries that make them hesitate and maybe even toss your resume in the no pile? Let's break down exactly what they're thinking, because once you know their concerns, you can tackle them head on.
And here they are. First, they think you'll get bored doing work that isn't super high-level strategy. Second, they're pretty sure you're going to ask for a salary way outside their budget. Third, and this is a big one, they see you as a flight risk, someone who will bolt the second a better offer appears. And finally, they're worried you want to be the boss, not just a part of the team. Each one of these is a wall we've got to climb over.
And this, right here, this is the core idea. Let me be super clear. This is not about hiding your career or pretending you weren't a big shot. It's about becoming a translator. You're translating all your amazing, high-level wins into the practical, hands-on language that fits a mid-level role. It's all about strategic reframing.
All right, we get the problem, we understand their fears. Now for the good stuff, the how-to. Let's roll up our sleeves and get into the practical, step-by-step changes you can make to your resume right now to get it past the gatekeepers.
We're going to focus on these 5 key moves. Think of them as your toolkit. Each one is specifically designed to knock down one of those fears we just talked about. This is your game plan for creating the perfect resume for the job you actually want.
Now, the point here is to be honest but focused. You're not lying about your job. You're just changing the emphasis. So instead of director of marketing, which just screams, I manage people, you reframe it to marketing lead campaign strategy. See? It highlights what you did, the hands-on expertise that's totally relevant for this new role. It's about shifting the focus from seniority to skill.
Oh, this one is so crucial. Developed and executed global strategic initiatives. I mean, what does that even mean? It sounds kind of vague, like you just approved things. But look at the after version. It's active, it's specific. It shows you were right there in the trenches. You didn't just okay the plan, you designed it, you built it, and bam, you got a real, measurable result. That proves you can do the work.
Okay, listen up, because your skills section is about to become your secret weapon. You might have managed people who used these tools before, but right now you need to prove that you can still get your hands dirty. So list the specific software: Salesforce, Adobe, Asana, whatever it is. This is hard evidence that you're ready to jump in and be an individual contributor from day one.
Numbers are awesome, but they have to be the right numbers for the right audience. Telling a manager you handled a $500,000 budget might actually scare them if they're hiring for a role that manages, say, 20K projects. So you adjust the scale. You zoom in. Showcasing your success on projects of a similar size makes your experience feel completely relevant, not intimidatingly large. Now let's talk about the very first thing they read, the most important real estate on your resume. That summary right at the top. This is your 30-second elevator pitch, and it's your chance to get ahead of the overqualified thing before it even becomes a question in their mind.
This example is just perfect. Let's break it down. It starts by owning your experience, highly experienced, so you're not hiding anything. But then it immediately pivots, now seeking a hands-on role. It uses these magic keywords like execution and team environment to signal exactly what you're looking for. You're basically telling them, hey, I know what you might be thinking, but here's why I want this specific job.
Of course, your resume can't do all the heavy lifting alone. The cover letter is where you really get to connect the dots. It's where you tell your story and explain your why. You can be direct here. Maybe it's about work-life balance, or you're passionate about the specific company's mission, or you just miss doing the hands-on work you love. It adds that human element that a resume just can't.
So, let's pull all of this together. After you've made all these little tweaks and adjustments, what's the big picture message you're really sending? What do we want that hiring manager to feel when they put your resume down? And this is really the bottom line. Your incredible career is a massive strength. The wisdom, the perspective, the experience, that's all priceless. This whole process is simply about proving that you're also adaptable, you're enthusiastic, and you are ready to apply all that amazing experience in a new and focused way. You're not a flight risk, you're a strategic asset.
So you see, when you make these changes, you're not just editing a document. You're taking back control of your own career story. You're showing them not just the incredible leader you were, but the amazing, hands-on contributor you are excited to be right now. So the only real question left is, how are you going to reframe your story?